Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What have I got today? Well, it's so big that I can't really get a good enough view on my camera. So, let's move this out of the way to start with. Let's try not to get my address visible this time. This one. What's this? I can't remember ordering that. I'll tell you what, let's just have a look, see what this is. Oh, it's not made out of silver, so I'm not that interested. That'll be the wife's new windscreen wiper. Another job for me. And then, this has got some weight to it. Don't know what that is. Let's put that to one side for a second, I think. So, we'll do this one first. Cover that up because it's got an address on the back as well. Now, I know what this is already. It's from my good friend Jack Stacks, and he's done a superb collaboration with Benson from Benson's Coins. If you're not aware of either of their channels, I'll put a link in the description. Down there. And it says, "Here you go, mate. Me and Benson's Double Trouble chip from Jack Stacks 64. And this is so cool. It's the first time I've seen a collab poker chip. Apart from the Stacker Social on other people's chips before. A bit like mine. Oh, all fingers and thumbs. So my poker chip has Stacker Social on the reverse, like a lot of other people's do. This one is from Jack Stacks. Double Trouble. You turn it round. It's called Benson's Coins and his little gremlin. How cool is that? Superb. Thanks, guys. That'll go in my little chip stand. As you can see, my recent award takes pride of place on the backdrop. Now, the next item we've got a little black package. Now, I can feel by the weight of this, I know exactly what this is. And I buy these little things as giveaways. So, someone will be getting these to give out at some point in the future. And they come in these little cool coin holders as well. Lovely little 10. And these are, I tend to buy different ones every time, but we've gone for the Morgan dollar this time. It should flip that way, but it doesn't. It flips the other way. Unlike the Morgan dollar. But they're pretty cool. But I'll be sending these out to give away to members of the community. Cool. Put them away. Now, the next item, I'm just going to have to pause to start unboxing this. Otherwise, this video could go on for 45 minutes. So I'll just pause it there, guys. Okay, guys, so I got into the box. I'm knocking everything everywhere, but we're still not there yet. So we've got all these bits of packaging. And the wife's going to kill me because I'm just chucking it all over the floor. But we're all like this, aren't we, when we get his packages? We've just got to get them open and see what's inside. So, we've got a package there. 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 Jeez, guys. We've got another package there. We've got a couple of superb packages there. And we've got a package there. We've got a package there. We've got a package there. I'm gonna need a bigger desk. We've got another package there. I think that's it. I think that looks to be it. Right, let's see if I can move this out of the way. Whew. Don't know where to start. Okay, so now that everything's unboxed as such, we've got a few packages that we need to open. Just one or two. Right, so first and foremost, most of this little lot is from an event that happened on Boxing Day on Cobra Stacker's channel. For those of you who don't know Cobra Stacker, I'll drop a link in the description. But this was a special charity auction on behalf of a charity called Oshi, based in Hull. And it's a charity that helps people with addiction, mental health, domestic abuse kind of situations. Part of the auction was to win a couple of special nerd boxes, and me being a bit of a nerd buff, you can see, and all the boxes that he's creating nowadays, and his tubes. I had to get these. So that is the emblem of the Oshi charity. So I'm just sticking those up there. But one is for cards, as you can see, and the other one, I believe, for coins. There you go, coins in capsules. But I'll just stick them in the backdrop because it's a bit easier with those out of the way. I did also buy at that auction some boxes with capsules in. Not everybody's cup of tea, but it was all for charity, so I thought it'd be good to pick up. I can either use them as giveaways. Alternatively, I could put some of my old coins into them and keep them out of the way. So let's get into unboxing all these. So first of all, let's open one of these up. Now this piece wasn't from the auction. This, as many of you who follow Cobra Stacker and go to his auctions, you can either have them shipped out to you, or you can ask him to box them and save them up, and then have them all shipped out at once. And with it being Christmas and the usual Christmas fanfare we have this year, every year with the Royal Mail, all mine for the whole of December and the back end of November got boxed. So there's some of these that weren't part of the auction, this being one of them. This is part of the Agoro series. There's 4 to collect, and we opened these on the night. usually Cobra Stacker will ask you if you want them to be ripped, of which I did. And there's 4 tiers. Tier 1, you've got a mintage of 3,450. These are all, I believe, 5 grams of silver, but tier 1s are colorized. Tier 2 is a full color, but with less of a mintage, only 1,000 of those. Tier 3 is fully engraved with only 500 mintage of those. And tier 4 is a 5 gram gold, and there's only 50 of those. And I opened this on the night and managed to get dun, da, 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 da. What do you think I got? I got the tier 3, which is a fully engraved version. Now these, I believe, are going for in the region of mid 300s. And this is number 19 of 500. I don't know whether you can pick that up. But that's 5 gram, fully engraved silver. I'm going to leave it in the case because it just popped open slightly, but I'll leave it in there. Not usually my cup of tea, if I'm honest, these collectibles. So you might find that going up for sale at some point. But I couldn't resist on the night. It's a bit of fun. And we just open them up and see what we get. So that's tier 3. Then what we got? Oh, I remember this one as well. This is not from the auction either. So this is the Golden Cudgel Monkey King staff. And I've been waiting for this for just over a month, I think now. And I was a massive fan of the programme Monkey back in the 70s and 80s. If you're as old as I am, you probably know of Monkey, a bit of a cult TV series. Really bad dubbing of a Chinese language, but a very entertaining programme nonetheless. The Golden Cudgel. That's a COA. I believe this is copper. I can't read that, I'm afraid. It's too small for me. Wow, this is some weight. Look at that. Beautiful. And I've gone quiet again. Well, I admire that. That is gorgeous. Again, not usually my cup of tea, but with it being the Monkey King, I just had to have that. That is some weight. So now I need to buy a stand so I can put that on. I'll put that away later. Okay, we need to move on a bit, otherwise we're going to be here all day. What's this? Royal Mint. Oh yeah. This was in honour of Her Majesty the Queen Queen Elizabeth II. And I don't usually get things like this, but again, it was for charity, and it's a nice little commemorative 50p. And one thing I will say about the Royal Mint stuff, it does come really well presented. So it's a proof 50p. I'm not going to take it out of the box. This is the first proof, modern proof that I've purchased, to be fair. So that's 8 grams of 925. Back in its box, nice and safe. And we've got another one. What's this one? Premium coinage art. Premium coinage art, mint XXI. XX1. Oh yeah. Now again, this wasn't from the auction, I believe. This was just something that Cobra had stored for me for a while. And this is the Three Graces. Again, it's a proof. Beautiful. £1 999 proof. Let's open these ones. And these are all the individual items. Legendary Warriors series. And we've got a Sitting Bull. Panda. And this is a 2025 Panda. Again, I think these are the ones I've purchased rather than the auction wins. Another Kookaburra to add to the collection, and that is a 2012 Kookaburra. We've got a Royal Arms CGT3. That is 2023. The beautiful yacht Kangaroo. Not my favourite piece, but nevertheless, it's an ounce of silver. Another maple. Probably even though they have the issues, that's a 2013. Probably my favourite foreign mint coin is the maple. 2024 American Silver Eagle. Flip it the right way in. And we've got Hairy Cow, Freedom Round, Pamp, another maple, (2012). Might get see some of these coming up in the auction shortly. I don't know what's in this little package. These are like the little brown envelopes I used to get my wages in back in the 1980s. For you that have never had a life outside of having a bank account with a debit card, that's how we used to get paid. We've got some little 1 grams by the looks of things. Oh yes, they're not. They are 1/200th of an ounce. Fine gold. And look at that. Beautiful. And the way the prices are going at the moment, a lot of people are going to be turning to this smaller fractional stuff just so they can keep stacking a few bits. And personally, I don't blame them. So we've got another payday envelope. Now this will fit well with Stacker Social Showdown, because we're currently doing bars. This is a pump. This is Dragon Bar or Dragon Coin Bar 2022. This is 2025 of the same range. And this, what's this one? Is this called a Unity Bar, I think? Can't quite remember. Let me know in the comments if you know what that is. But it's not one that I've got in my collection, which I will put in the Stackers Showdown when I've got them all out, if I can fit them all on the desk. And we've got this. Now this was a piece from the auction, and this is from Backyard Bullion, and it is an outline of Great Britain. And there's Backyard Bullion's mark, and it looks like 1.71 ounce. Hallmarked as usual. Yeah, 1.7. Oh, 1.78, I think. 1.78 ounce. Just a lovely chunk of backyard bullion, poured metal. Next, we're at 25 minutes now, guys, so I'm probably going to have to edit this before posting it. Now these are all sorts of other things from the auction. So we've got Yu-Gi-Oh! Rio Castle. These are colorized 1 ounce pieces of silver. In what they call it, TEP is it? Tamper evident packaging. And a Kaboom. I got these because my eldest son was mad on Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was forever shouting at him to pick up these bloody cards I found all over the house. And he might be watching this actually because he is now a member of Stacker Social. I'll leave a link to Stacker Social in the description as well. If you're not a member, there's something wrong with you. Then we've got a little 1 gram Cobra. 1 gram Cobra for Cobra Stacker. The COA. I think this is Scottish. Yep. Handcrafted. Pure Scottish silver. Let's put that to one side for the time being. Then we've got one I haven't got. Believe it or not, I haven't got a Queen's Beast in tamper evident packaging. I've got plenty of Queen's Beasts in blisters, but none like this. So it would be nice to get my hands on one of those eventually. We've got a 1 gram Germania Christmas piece of gold. Can't get that to show up properly, but it is, as you can see there, 1 gram. If it'll focus. No, it's not going to focus. Won't focus while your hand's shaking in. Then we've got yeah. This is colorized copper dragon. 5 avoirdupois ounce of copper. And many of you know, collect copper or like copper. The price of that is going through the roof at the moment, just like many metals. Me being involved in plumbing and heating, I've seen 23% increase in the price of copper this year so far, and we're only on our 4th trading day. And then we've got F22 Raptor, 1 ounce of copper. Again, just because I like copper. So that's them out of the way. Last but not least, we have got something else I've never had before. Coin sets. So this is King Charles. I'm going to open it. King Charles definitive coin set. Oh, and they've slipped. I'll have to try and persuade them back into their relative slots. But they're all 2023, uncirculated. Yeah, we'll sort them out later. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough, guys. That's 30 minutes and 1 second. Thanks for watching. See you next time.